Hey there, and welcome to Serenity Sessions, your podcast for finding calm in our busy world. Today, we're talking about the Rosary. You might have tried a meditation app, but what if I told you this ancient prayer practice could be just as powerful for your mental health? Let's explore its history, modern twists, and why science says it's a game changer. By the end, you'll see why this centuries-old tradition fits right into our tech-savvy lives. So, what's got researchers excited? A new study in the Journal of Religion and Health found that praying the Rosary boosts your mood, much like popular meditation techniques. Scientists from Italy, Poland, and Spain surveyed 361 Catholics. They found that people who pray the Rosary regularly feel happier, more empathetic, and less stressed about spiritual matters. Pretty amazing, right? Now, you might be wondering, what is the Rosary exactly? It's a meditative prayer practice that uses a string of beads to track prayers, like a guide to keep you focused. Here's a fun fact. The word rosary comes from the Latin rosarium, meaning rose garden. It's like you're tending a beautiful garden of prayers with each bead. Let's go back in time. The rosary's roots stretch to the 3rd century, when early Christians used stones or knotted ropes to count prayers. By the 1100s, a man named Saint Alvary prayed 150 times a day, genuflecting for 100 and lying flat for the last 50. That's intense. Luckily, today's rosary is much simpler, and I'll share how it works in a moment. But first, let's be real. The rosary isn't always easy. Some find the repetitive prayers boring, others wonder who they're praying to. Many just weren't taught why the repetition matters. Here's the key. That repetition is like a mantra in meditation. It creates a rhythm to calm your mind and help you reflect or find peace. So, how does the Rosary look around the world? It's fascinating. In Italy, families pray it during big religious festivals, often with stunning Murano glass beads. In Spain, it's central to Holy Week, with huge street processions. In Mexico, it's tied to the Virgin of Guadalupe, especially in December. One practice, so many unique flavors. And it's not stuck in the past. People today mix the Rosary with mindfulness tricks. Some start with deep breathing, tuning into their heart before praying. Others pray while walking, running, or unwinding at night. This adaptability isn't new. From the 1200s to 1400s, people visualized a flower per prayer, building a mental rose garden. Isn't that poetic? Here's a surprising stat from the study. Over 62% of regular rosary prayers have graduate or master's degrees. That busts the myth that traditional practices are for a narrow crowd. Lead researcher Father Oviedo was amazed at how the Rosary appeals across ages and education levels. It's truly for everyone. Struggling to focus during repetition? You're not alone. Try a scriptural Rosary, reading a Bible verse before each prayer to stay engaged. Or pray while moving, or make it part of your morning routine. The trick is finding what works for you. Research says personalizing it makes it even more effective. Let's revisit those mental health benefits. The study showed regular rosary prayer cuts anxiety, lifts well-being, and boosts empathy. These perks appeared across countries with some differences. Poland had the most people praying the rosary. Italian scored the highest on empathy. It's incredible how this practice adapts to different cultures, yet delivers big results. Why does this matter? In our app-crazy world, the Rosary shows that simple tools, like a string of beads and a quiet moment, can be powerful. No fancy subscription needed, just an open mind and a little curiosity. Feeling curious but nervous to try it? Start small. Try a few minutes of prayer, maybe focusing on your breath. Don't aim for perfection. Experiment and make it your own. Research confirms that adapting the Rosary to your life makes it even more effective. Here's the big takeaway. Sometimes the best ways to find peace and connection are the ones that have been around forever. Whether you're spiritual or just need a moment of calm, the Rosary could be worth a try. Thanks for joining Serenity Sessions. Until next time, here's to finding serenity in the everyday hustle.